Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone, therapyhealing.com. I feel weird saying my website now because I pretty much don't do anything with that website apart from the readings that come through. And I really need to buy a new one of these because this thing right here is just completely broken and isn't staying in place. Um but I have been gone again. It was kind of because I went on holiday, and to be honest, on holiday, I had such a good time. Like, me and my son went to Portugal for a week, and it was really nice. And it was such a relaxing holiday for me that honestly, like, I came back and I was just still feeling like in holiday mode. Like, I was still super relaxed, and it was like it was almost difficult for me to get back into like day-to-day life afterwards. It was so weird. And I actually tried to make a video like when I did return back for you guys to do like a general reading, and it wasn't feeling right. So I said, oh, I'll come back to it. I'll do, a reading when it kind of feels a bit more right. And to be honest, all this time later I still haven't made a video. So I guess just, the way I've been feeling, it just didn't feel right at the time. But also September is my birthday month because I am a Libra. So my birthday is coming up soon. I didn't plan at all, like I said, about taking this break, like, and not making videos and all that kind of stuff. But it's just that, like you guys know anyway, is that I've always been going back and forth in my mind about changing my channel, doing different things. And to be entirely honest, I can't see myself going back into doing the videos the same way I was doing them before, especially when it comes to the readings and things. I just kind of feel like a part of me just needs to do something different, have something different, do it in a different way. And I've been just thinking and thinking and thinking about what, the difference can be, how to redo things. Um Especially because there's some things I don't mind doing, like the format of the weeklies, like in just pulling the free cards and doing readings like that for each sign. I don't mind so much. But I just kind of wanted to do things differently in terms of, especially like how often I'm making videos and the format of the videos in terms of the way I'm reading for each sign, if that makes sense. I wanted to kind of make that all a bit different. So to be honest, like I still wouldn't say that I'm back like officially making videos, which may sound like weird. Uh, but I just kind of wanted to show my face and basically say that I am doing okay. Like, some people have been asking, like, are you okay and stuff like that. Like, I am doing fine, and it's just a case of just sort of that I've been taking a bit of a break, and because of just having other things going on, and just having a respite basically. um I don't know why, but I do feel like pulling some cards right now, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe. um okay, 1 minute. Okay. Oof. Oof. Eh. So this is very spontaneous because I didn't plan to be pulling cards. To be honest, since I have bought the Deviant Moon Tarot, this has been the tarot deck I've been using all the time, pretty much. Like, I haven't really been using any other deck, and I even went ahead and took a marker, but I was so lazy and sloppy with it. I took a marker and I like blacked out the sides, but because, like I said, I was lazy and sloppy, you can see like the size, like the ink has kind of ran over because I didn't do them like one by one. I was like taking a chunk of them, like, and putting them together and then marking them, so some of them sort of bled onto the cards itself. And to be honest, when I first saw it, I was a bit like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, the fact that it's like done that. But now that I like, after I looked through all the cards, I actually do like the effect, sort of like the dark kind of messy edges, because it kind of goes with the theme of the deck itself. which is kind of dark anyways. So it kind of worked in the end, which is good because, to be honest, the way I am as a person, like if I really hated like the way they came out, then I wouldn't use the deck at all. And to be honest, I've been using them like constantly, so I like that. I also did the same thing to my Madame Endora's fortune cards. I made the edges black as well, and I think they look really cool. This one I did actually take the time out, probably because this was the one I did after this one, and then I realized my mistake. So this one I was much more careful with, which it didn't really make a difference because the edges are black on this deck anyway. But I love that card. I don't know why. But it's one of my favorite ones. And so yes, these two are the decks I've been using really often, and I just feel like this has definitely has become one of my top fives, which is a big deal for me because it's not easy that a deck becomes one of my like top five decks, you know. But this one is definitely like is in that place. Like the Deviant Moon Tarot is definitely taking number one. I can't say number one because I can't do that to my Anna K deck. Like number one has to still remain as like my Anna K, but this deck is like amazing, and it's so weird because I really didn't expect this of this deck at all. I thought that it would be a deck that I would like, but probably not be head over heels about, because let's be honest, if you're a tarot collector, like there's gonna be decks that you're gonna like super 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 love, and then there's decks that they're kind of okay, or decks that you find maybe read better for certain situations or something like that. But with this deck, I just find that my connection with it is really was instant, and it's like, and so much information comes through the cards and everything, and it just felt really um natural, the whole process of using it. And that's what I kind of feel, especially with all the decks that I definitely like put as my top fives. Each of those decks I felt like a connection that was just, I didn't feel like I had to learn the deck. I felt like the deck and myself like already had this bond, somehow. Now it sounds weird if you're not really into cards, like the way I'm talking about these decks, but if you are into decks and you have some of your own, then you completely understand what I'm talking about. But that's how I feel about this one, and it's just been amazing and I love it. And I'm probably going to do this black edging to some of my others as well. I was thinking maybe my Beautiful Creatures one could have the black edging as well, because that's a black deck too. And maybe my Gilded I might do, but I'm not sure because that's a bit worn. So I was like, maybe there's no point doing the edges if the edges aren't really that neat looking anymore, because that's a really old tarot deck now. So let's just pull some cards and we're just going to see what shows up. So this is going to be like a general reading. It's not going to be a specific one. But we're just going to see what the energies are like. This is just for good old times. You can say, because it feels like it's been like so long since I've actually made like a video anyway. And so let's see what just shows up for just any and everybody that's just watching this video. Let's just do that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's a good one showing up. And let's see what follows afterwards. The Nine of Swords. And then following afterwards is the Wild. So let's be even more fun and let's pull some additional cards as well. Maybe we'll pull 6 because that feels like a good number today. I don't know why. Let's just go with that. Maybe it's because I think I saw on somebody's day it's like his World Peace Day, and I think 6 is a good number for like representing peace because it's like a harmonious number. So oh, really interesting cards. So, with the Wheel of Fortune showing up with the Nine of Swords, it's sort of reflecting changes that bring about either worries or concerns or fears. I feel like some of you guys or whoever this reading is really connecting with is talking about having to take a leap of faith into something that is really different, really probably outside of your comfort zone. But the world is saying that there's a lot to be achieved if you step out of what you already know or what you've already been doing. I think the Wheel of Fortune is saying that the times are changing, things are changing. And yes, sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can be a really positive card where things are kind of changing in your favor, but it also can go the opposite way and it may not be so much in your favor. But what I feel is like, I feel like the changes almost can support you in good ways, but there's a lot of fears of maybe what these changes can bring or how these changes are going to manifest themselves, or like it kind of feels like there's a certain amount of uncertainty that is going on here, and the uncertainty is kind of bringing about worries and fears. But the world is saying that you have to do this in order to accomplish the things that you want. No accomplishment comes about without there being some kind of leap of faith that you have to take, or commitment to something. Like you can't achieve something if you're not prepared to commit yourself, or if you're not prepared to put in the work or do what is necessary for you to do to get the end result in the end. So I kind of feel like you're saying that not to let these kind of feelings of concern trap you into certain situations or have you feel like you're doubting yourself or doubting things that actually may be good for you at this time. The Judgment card is saying, again, with the Wheel of Fortune being on top of it, it's like together they are really highlighting a really important time of things coming through. Like the Judgment card is almost like when a pathway becomes available to you. It's like a door like opens, but it's then what is on the other side, what is on the other side of this opening door, this new opportunity, this new thing. What is it really about? Because um especially both being major arcana cards, it's talking about major events, significant events. Judgment can also mean that it's, to me, it always kind of feels like a more supportive card showing up with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of saying that nothing really bad is going on universally. It's just that the universe is just trying to change things for you in terms of, I honestly feel like bettering yourself, supporting you in ways that may be different to what you're used to but can still be really beneficial to you. But the thing is that you may be concerned that maybe certain changes are bringing about conflicts in relationships or conflicts with others that are around you. Maybe you don't want to step on people's toes, or you don't want certain issues to create rifts between you and other people. I kind of feel like if other people are your concern at this time, then it's almost like you're not going to be able to grow if you're going to allow the thoughts of opinions of other people to derail you or distract you. Another thing is that this card can represent competition. So the competition factor of a certain situation might be actually what is scaring you. So you might be feeling maybe you're not good enough, maybe you won't be able to get this opportunity, maybe you won't be able to do this thing. And so that might be where the fear and the worry comes in, whether you'll be able to measure up alongside other people. But it's kind of saying that you have to be able to put yourself out there in order for you to gain anything. So it's like saying fear can't rule you at this time, and you can't be too concerned or too worried or putting your focus on other people. You have to just put the focus on yourself and you doing a good job and doing the best that you can. And if you do that, there will be rewards for you in the end, because this reading is ending on the 8 of Wands, which is a good card, receiving good news, positive things happening to you. And it's showing up under the World card is saying that the possibilities, everything is opened up to you, so everything is there for you. It's just a case of, again, you being prepared to put yourself forward, you being prepared to go out there and to accomplish something that is very different for to what you're used to. But then it's also saying that good news is going to be coming to you, and you have the opportunity to manifest that which you're really seeking and hoping for at this time. I also feel really drawn, I don't know why, to the fact that there is a crow that is delivering this message. Crows usually do represent some kind of ending coming about as well. So you have to, and the Judgment card represents a similar thing, with like an ending beckoning a new beginning. So that could also be what may be concerning you. But then at the same time, it's kind of saying that what the crow is bringing is positive news. So it's an ending, but it's bringing something positive in the midst of it all. So therefore it all ends up the way it's supposed to, and it all ends up in a good place anyway. So those are those cards. And just for fun, let's just see randomly, not to say that these readings are going to be in sync with each other, but let's just see what the Madam and Draw a Fortune cards just have to say anyways. Um, So, rivalry and indulgence. Isn't that funny? Rivalry, because then us that kind of connects with that same five of wands card. So I feel like that is almost like reinforcing that same message of maybe being scared to compete or scared to go up against other people at this time. So that might be what is highlighted in that card. Um, triumph over triumph over adversity. I always get stuck on that one. Triumph over adversity. So again, it's like bringing about good things. Even if you have to go up against other people, you have to compete with others, it's still bringing about victories and success. And yes, it's hard, like this night you have to be able to fight sometimes for what you want, but then it's like once you're prepared to fight, you're able to get what you need. And it says your luck will soon change. So that connects exactly with the Eight of Wands card, saying that things is going to end up really positive for you. And so that card really shows up as a positive omen for changes and new endeavors that you're trying to bring in for yourself. So that's the reading. Very general and very unplanned. But anyways, peace and many blessings to you guys. I'll be seeing you. Bye.